Hi again, everybody. I'm Dan Horde. He is Dave Lapham. It's time for my favorite segment every week here on Bengals.com. Lap's Look, presented by Microsoft. You are about to be the smartest football fan in the office when people want to talk about this week's opponent, the Pittsburgh Steelers, because Lap is going to show you what they do best on the telestrator.
Who would have thunk 0-3 for the Pittsburgh Steelers and Cincinnati Bengals? This is a big game. You don't want to be in the AFC North basement. There's no question about it. Connor, everybody knows that he can run the football. Absolutely. They're going to run a little pick action here, and they're going to be man coverage. And as it unfolds, they're going to pick these two guys in man coverage a little bit. He has to come over the top. Connor's going to come underneath of the coverage person. Makes him miss. That was the key right there. A little jump cut inside, turns a little out pattern into a nice big gain down the football field. That'll help your quarterback at that time, still Ben Roethlisberger. This is Mason Rudolph at the quarterback position. This is a little bit different what they can do with him. We've seen it everywhere, including in Cincinnati. Now, it's going to be double team for these two guys. These two have those two. Pouncey's going to come off immediately. Going to get Villanueva up to the linebacker level. A zone read. Mason Rudolph could keep it and run, but he's going to hand the ball off to Connor. Connor's going to make his reads, busted up the football field. But Mason Rudolph is a threat to keep that football and run it. They were not doing that type of thing with Ben Roethlisberger. Bunch formation right here. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to run a little shallow cross, and it's going to be man coverage underneath. Everybody's in man coverage, and you got a free safety, man free. As it unfolds, Juju Smith-Schuster is going to beat his guy inside, gets a little inside release, and he's going to be off to the races. And watch the angle, the quote, free safety takes. He's supposed to be the guy that lets nothing get by him. He's going to be too flat, and then he's going to try to adjust. And check it out up top here. What are you doing without the ball in your hands if you're a receiver up top? Poor angle by the safety. Receiver's blocking for his teammate. Off to the races you go, baby. Nice gain. Turns into monster touchdown of over 70 yards. Those are the kind of things that can break your back. And Smith-Schuster is capable of doing that for sure. Let's take a look at a little bit of a gadget play, a little trickeration. Juju Smith-Schuster is going to sell this good. He's going to come downfield. He's going to act like he's blocking a little bit. Connor, pitch back to the quarterback, down the football field. Schuster, let's take it back. Watch the linebackers. Watch the linebackers when Connor has the football. Look at them. They're all downhill. They're read and run. They're coming. Safety, everybody. Look at everybody's body language. They're coming up toward the line of scrimmage. They're all read and run. Nope. Back to the quarterback we go. Now, these guys are still nowhere to be found. He's trying to recover with a little recoverability speed. Underthrown slightly. Could have been 6, but it's still a big play. With a little gadget, a little trickeration by the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was called at a very opportune time against the Seattle Seahawks. Let's take a look at defensive people. Tuitt, right here, he's got 3.5 sacks. Last year, TJ Watt had like 13.5. I mean, that's a pretty good tandem out there rushing the passer. Terrible technique. Shoulder pads facing the sideline. That's not the way you want to be. Here he comes up the field. He's going to consume 2. This poor tackle has no chance. He can't get inside. Watch Watt come around the horn. This guy does all the blue-collar work to it. Watt's going to get the girlfriends because he's the hero. He gets the sack. Boosh! There he goes to the ground. But that's a TE stunt, a delayed TE stunt. Let's take a look inside with Tuitt again. Hargrove. Hargrove's going to be the penetrator. He's going to try to consume 2. Tuitt is going to be the twister. Whoop! Twist. They both twist. And they take Wilson to the ground while they're doing that tackle twist. Let's take a look at Minkah Fitzpatrick here, the newly acquired safety.
First game last week.
First game last week against these 49ers. And, they think he has that big playmaking ability at the safety position that they need. And he shows it right here. We saw this. Outside zone. Everybody's area blocking, doing it well. Finds a lane. Going to cut it up. Safety Minkah Fitzpatrick says, not so much. And it's recovered by the rookie linebacker Bush. So 2 new acquisitions, one by trade, one by draft, involved in a big takeaway there. Finally, let's take a look at Cam Hayward right here. This guy's a Pro Bowler. He plays in the running game so soundly. Look at how square he is. This is called two-gapping. Squared up. I mean, he can two-gap a Brahma bull. Sheds him. This is called stacking right there, and then shed him. Get rid of him in the backfield. Make a tackle. Cam Hayward, good football player. Like everybody. Everybody has first-round draft picks in their defensive line. Everybody's defensive front is a challenge and a half. Bengals offensive line, I think, fighting hard every game, Dan. They're going to another challenge this one.
It was so odd to look at that video and see number 2 at quarterback instead of number 7. Ben Roethlisberger has missed 25 games over the last 15 years, none of them against Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It never worked out that they saw the Steelers without Roethlisberger. They will on Monday night.
Played at Miami of Ohio, won a lot of games. Every time he comes to Cincinnati or Cleveland, anytime in the state of Ohio, he wins, man. Glad that Ben. I wonder if Mason Rudolph would be able to extend and create like Ben did. You know, the second part of the play. The first part of the play, the Bengals have had problems with this defensively, Dan. They defend the first part of the play. Then the second part of it, when the quarterback's buying time, extending, like Wilson did, like Allen did, like all these guys have done. Hopefully Mason Rudolph.
It's the Bengals and Steelers on Monday night. Now you know what to look for. For Dave Lapham, I'm Dan Horde. Thanks for checking out Lap's Look here on Bengals.com.